Hi, guys. For our second and last wrap up video, I just wanted to briefly go over with you what the special cases look like in each different form of solving so that you will always know which special case you should write. We're going to start by looking at when we're solving by graphing. Now, don't forget there are two special cases for this chapter. One of them is no solution, and the other one is infinitely many. Remember that it's not appropriate this chapter to write all real solutions or all real numbers because that would imply that the entire graph is the answer when in reality it's not. If you are graphing and you want to write an answer of no solution, then your graph should have two lines that are parallel to each other. Remember that you're only guaranteed to have parallel lines if they have the exact same slope. So if your lines do not have the same slope, then it should not be no solution. And you just need to graph them a little bit further to see where they intersect. If you are graphing and you want to write an answer of infinitely many, that means that you graphed your first line. And when you went to graph your second line, it graphed completely on top of the first line. And so you end up having something that looks like only one line. Remember, this is called infinitely many because the two lines are intersecting everywhere where the line exists. And the line is infinitely long. That's what those arrows at the end mean. It's not all real numbers because that would mean that every dot on the graph is an answer, when in reality, it's only the dots on the line. So these are what the two special cases look like for graphing. You can also have these special cases for substitution. When you're doing substitution, if all of your variables cancel out and you're left with a false statement, then you would write a final answer of no solution. For instance, if all of your letters are gone and you're left with 5 equals negative 10, first of all, the answer is not 5 equals negative 10. You would not write that on the answer line. On the answer line, you would write no solution because 5 does not equal negative 10. Alternately, if you are solving using substitution and all of your variables cancel out, but you are left with a true statement, then for your final answer, you would write infinitely many. A true statement would be a number that equals itself, like 5 equals 5. So if everything cancels out and you're left with a number equals itself, then it's infinitely many. And again, don't write 5 equals 5 as your final answer. Write out the phrase infinitely many. Finally, we can also get these two special cases for elimination. If you're solving by elimination and your entire left side cancels out, the left side is where the variables are, right? The ax plus by. So if your entire left side cancels out, but your right side does not, right? So like your x is canceled, your y is canceled, but on the other side of the equal sign, it was like 5 plus 4, and it's still the number 9, right? Then that's a no solution. So what the work looks like with everything on the left side canceled out, that's going to give you a 0 on the left side and then a number on the right side. So you would get something like 0 equals 8, which is not the answer. The answer is no solution. And then to get infinitely many for elimination, literally everything cancels out. So the x's cancel, the y's cancel, the other side of the equal sign cancels, like everything is gone. Technically, that's going to leave you with a 0 equals 0. Okay, so, and which, like on our substitution, that is a true statement. 0 does equal 0. So if everything 100% completely cancels out, then you write as your final answer the phrase infinitely many. Remember, 0 equals 0 is not the final answer. This concludes our second wrap-up video. At this point in time, you have learned everything you need to know to be successful for this chapter. Tonight's homework is a review paper homework assignment out of your textbook. This will be your last paper homework assignment for this chapter. And then also you should be done with your Delta Math at this point in time. And then next week, we will have one more assignment, which will be our Delta Math quiz. So just want to confirm with you, no videos, no homework tomorrow. Next Monday, I'll post the Delta Math quiz, and the Delta Math quiz will be the last assignment for this chapter.